So Fulham 0, Arsenal 3. We have gone 5 points clear again. A hat-trick of assists from Trossardinho. Gabriel Jesus is back. Nearly scored as well. Big up to him. But what a complete performance. Literally blew them apart in the first half. They didn't have a clue what was going on. And although they rallied in the second half, it was fairly comfortable to the point where we could take Saka off. We could take Martinelli off. We could take Zinchenko off, rest them all up for Thursday. Odegaard played fantastic today. Thomas Partey, oh my days. There was some great performance today. Make sure you are sub to Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More. Link in description. My second channel, Lee Reacts, sub to that as well. Link in description. Smash a like. If you don't agree with Jez's ratings, cry. We'll be back again on Thursday. And Jez, for anyone who ain't watched your fan cam or any of the other fan cams, firstly, go and check them out. But give us your little 30-second breakdown of how you see that go today, mate.
Brilliant. Great performance. Destroyed Fulham in the first half. Game over at half time. Could have been more, could have been 5. I put a stupid question in the chat, Lee. Can we beat our record win against Loughborough Town? 1900, 12-0. Well, it was a joke comment, obviously. But yeah, brilliant performance all round. And I think you will see that in my player ratings.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, smash the like button, people. Let's start with the goalkeeper. First half, he must have been bored because it was total domination. He could have had the deck chair out, the cigar on the go. He must have been freezing right on the Thames. Sleet, snow, wind, rain, everything. But he nearly gifted them a couple of goals. What did you make of him overall? Because the second half, he leveled up.
Well, Ramsdale, I think he actually deliberately did. No, I'm joking. He mucked about. I think he wanted to say, "Come on, give me some drama. I need something to do here." He was solid, and he was even more solid in the second half. He did a couple of clown-esque things in the first half, but when you're not getting pressured at times, sometimes you get your eye off the ball. But fair play to Ramsdale. Great performance. Clean sheet once again. Fair play, mate. 7.
Let's go to Benjamin White. Somebody that can actually cross a ball, Jez, consistently well.
Yes. Who knew? Benjamin White, dare I say. I should say that. Class performance today. Supported Saka down that right flank, and great performance. You know, he seems to have come back to how he was before the World Cup, and I'm glad to see that, Lee. So he gets an 8 from me.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he was sick. I thought he was proper sick. Let's go to Alexander Zinchenko. I noticed in the second half, Jez, something that we've pointed out all season is he gallivants, he runs off, he disappears, he's not in position. From the start of the second half, he actually stayed at left back until he was subbed, which is something that maybe Mikel Arteta has looked at and said, yo, we're a bit weak down there. Second half, we're 3-0 up, don't do anything stupid. And the fact that we could take him off and have the luxury of taking him off was kind of cool as well. What did you make of him?
Yeah, I thought he did decent. Didn't really do anything wrong. And I totally agree with what you're saying there, Lee. I think Arteta said to him, look, we're in a great position. We need to have you back in that position, left back. I don't want you wandering into midfield right now. And I think Arteta had a major game plan today. And I give Mr. Arteta all credit for that. And he didn't do anything wrong. He fair play to Zinchenko. Made some great passes in midfield in the first half. So I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to William Saliba. Been a bit iffy since the turn of the year. What did you make of him today up against Mitrovic?
Class. Absolute class. That I would say that was almost in the second half a goal-saving header when he cleared the ball out of the box from that free kick. I think it was a free kick. Class. 8. Absolute class today.
His partner in crime scored. I think his first goal ever for Arsenal was against Fulham. He obviously replicated that again today. He's been brilliant. He really has. After a couple of iffy months at the start of the season, he's literally been our best defender. What did you make of him overall again today?
Gabriel Magalhaes, the bozo gene seems to have been passed on. And
he's took the vaccine, Jez.
He has. And fair play to him, mate. Great goal. I mean, that cross came in and he had to, he went high, but he actually had to nod, like get his head down, and he outclassed Leno. And I have to say, I thought Bernd Leno was a little bit iffy today, but great goal. Well played to him. Made a great saving tackle against Mitrovic, and fair play to him, mate. 8.
Let's go to midfield. Thomas Partey.
Oh, man. This guy is on form. He's calm, collective, puts everything at ease. It's nice. It's a great warm feeling. And yeah, I made the statement today. It's almost like Vieira-esque. I'm not saying he is Vieira quality. I mean, Patrick Vieira, but he's something else, this fella. When he's on his game, he's different. He just gets the ball, strokes it about nicely. Yeah, absolute class, man. And I will give him a 9.
Is he your man of the match?
I'll come to that.
Let's go to Martin Odegaard. Scored probably my favorite. It was my favorite goal of the game, to be fair. Just before he did that, he made some mad run back, slide tackle. Yeah, and it was great to watch, if I'm honest, because listen, he didn't play in midweek and he's been a little bit off the pace recently. And today, creativity level 100, work rate 100, and he scored a fantastic goal, which could have easily have bounced off his shin, his knee, his ankle, and the drop of the shoulder, the body frame. Proper captain's performance today, Jez.
Absolutely. Glad to see him back. Apparently he was ill during the week, but he's come back looking absolutely sharp as a button, and fair play to him. It was a great goal. Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying there, Lee. And he stroked it around again. He was making the nice little passes, the little deft sort of dinks here, there, taking defenders out of the game. That's all you can ask, man. And nice goal, 8 for me.
Let's go Granit Xhaka, your favourite player. Nearly scored what would have been probably the goal of the season.
Yeah.
Nutmegged their player for the Martinelli shot that ended up offside from the own goal. Nutmegged the player in the build-up. But yeah, he was good again today. What did you make of him?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, in your live chat, on your watch log, there's a couple of people saying, get him off. I'm like, well, what game are you watching? Because I thought he was decent again.
Yeah, I thought he was quality.
I don't think there was anything wrong with what he did. Okay, you can always, unfortunately, the opportunity where he just took one little stab too much. He could have, Leno had already gone down. If that had been Martinelli or Jesus or, dare I say, Nketiah, chipped him, being another goal, we'd have been 4-0 up. But yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. And I really do like what I'm seeing from Xhaka this season. I can't deny it. Something Arteta or the training crew have said to him is to do something different, and he is. 8 all day long. Yeah,
he was sick today. Let's go to Bukayo Saka. He got subbed in the second half. First half, I thought he was really good. Second half, he looked a little bit off the pace compared to everyone else. But listen, he is young. He has played a million games since he broke into the first team. And listen, he's got that respect now from every single team that he is the danger man. So I kind of get it. And fair play to Arteta. He obviously watches the streams. AirPod Albert's given him a little feedback because I said sub him. A minute later, he subbed him. What did you make of Saka today?
Yeah, Saka. I mean, you can't fault this young man. I mean, fair play. I reckon he must be so knackered. I mean, even at his young age, he's super fit. But I don't think he was 100% on the game today. I don't know if he's carrying a little knock somewhere. I know at Sporting Lisbon he was limping a little bit, so he wasn't fully on it today. But he did his job, and fair play to him. And let's be honest, Lee, he gets kicked the shit out of him all the time.
Yep.
And that has got to have an effect on your performance. 7 for me.
Let's go to the opposite side. Gabriel Martinelli scored, had a goal disallowed. Well, I say it was his goal disallowed. It wasn't. He was involved in the goal that was disallowed, but he scored as well. And I like the interchange in between him and Trossard. What do you make of him?
Yeah, that partnership is certainly working. I mean, what an easy goal was that? It was a fantastic cross from Trossard. Bernd Leno is right next to him, and he just goes bonk. I mean, come on. I mean, that is class. He was he had to go back a little bit and then nut it in. Fair play, mate. That's a class goal for me. I love Martinelli. This guy is one player we've got to hang on to. Seriously, he's got a massive future, in my opinion. And what we don't want, Lee, is the likes of Barcelona, Madrid, Man City, United, all these teams coming in for him, because they will in the summer. They will come in, and we need to tie this young man down because he's got a massive future. Absolutely outstanding, as always. 8.
Let's move on to Trossardinho. Hat trick of assists. Nearly scored what would have been a great goal as well. He'd done the keeper with the eyes. Laid one on a plate for Granit Xhaka, who we can clearly see is not a striker. Rightly so, got man of the match on TV. Hooked off as well. Didn't expect him to be starting today. Let's be real. What did you make of him?
Outstanding performance. Every cross he put into that box was on the button. You can't ask a lot of that from many world-class players. I don't even think in one game you get the likes of that from players that I've seen in the past, Platini and all the ilk of that. That was one awesome performance from Trossard, a player that we've wanted for a long time, deserved man of the match, unlucky not to get this goal. 10.
Oh, come on. That's how we're rolling, yeah? 10. Let's go to substitutes. Let's start with Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu came on for Ben White. I thought Ben White was doing very well. I think today Arteta was looking to the future. We've got Sporting Lisbon at home Thursday night. And I think for once we can turn around and say, Jesus, we've actually got a decent bench. We have got a bench that can actually do some damage. And I think that's what Arteta's looking at. Excuse me. And respect to him for that. And I'll give him, he came on, did a job. I'll give him a 6.
Let's go to Fabio Vieira.
Fabio Vieira.
He won a fantastic free kick by falling over, tripping himself up. Nearly set up Jesus for a great goal as well.
I didn't think that free. I don't actually think he was clipped. I think he just fell over.
Yeah, he did. He kicked the ground.
But there you go. We got away with it. Sometimes it goes in your favour, and it did today. I thought he did all right. He put a good shift in. I can't think there's anything I can knock him down on. So I will give him a bang average 5 because I think he did all right.
Let's go to Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney, I love that guy. Susie comes on, there's a spark. There is a spark. And again, subbed for Zinchenko. We know that Kieran Tierney is always going to be a solid left back and proved it again today. Tracked down the left, popped some decent crosses in. And I think we've been saying, Lee, for a while, he's the only person that could put some crosses in. Well, Trossard did today, that's for sure.
And Ben White.
And Ben White, absolutely. So, yeah, fair play to him, mate. Came on, you did a good job. 6.
Let's go to Reece Nelson.
Reece Nelson, again, came on, caused some trouble, caused some issues. Love this young man. And can't fault him, mate. Didn't do anything wrong. 6.
Yeah, he put a nice ball on the plate for Odegaard as well.
He did, yeah.
Last but by no means least, the star man, finally back after what seems like an eternity. But very nearly scored. It would have been a great goal. Lovely build-up play. Tomiyasu, Partey, Vieira, Jesus. Didn't quite finish the dinner, but he scares defenders. And to have Jesus back, Jez, is going to give us a massive lift. What did you make of him when he came on?
Yeah, Jesus, great to see him back. Subbed, he came on at the right time in the game, gave him like a run out. And yeah, you're totally right. He's going to cause problems. He's going to scare defences. And that's what I just said. We now have a decent looking bench. You know, we're coming into the crucial time of the season where we've seen Arsenal capitulate time on back in seasons. But with this bench, it's not looking too bad. If they all stay fit, then I've got every confidence they'll go on and finish this. And in May, we'll be celebrating with our bottles of champagne because, yeah, great performance. He came on, caused trouble, nearly scored. 6.
You know how this works, people. Number 1, smash the like button. Number 2, sub to Jez. Arsenal history and more, link in description. Number 3, sub to Lee Reacts. Why wouldn't you? The next video will be out on Friday. Go and check out the ones that are already out. And you know how this works. If you don't like the player ratings, cry. Just put yours in the chat instead of crying. We're going to do a 3, 2, 1 and rate the manager. Bear in mind, we are the most informed team in the league. 5 straight wins after a mad blip. 3, 2, 1.
10.
Hey, come on. We're on point. 10. That was elite level. I don't know what he said to him before kickoff. I have no idea. But the fact that we went out there and put in a masterclass offensively, defensively. I know they had a couple of chances, but listen, doesn't matter how dominant you are in a football match. At some point, the other team are going to get a chance, whether it be a set piece or whatever. We limited them to next to nothing. Yeah, and 2 of their chances came from one of their chances, came from our goalkeeper passing them in. Yeah, so, yeah, man, 10 out of 10. Perfect.
I was going to say, before anybody says it's fixed, you and I have agreed for the last 4 games on Arteta's rating. We don't discuss this at any point in time. It's purely reactionary as we do the countdown. There is no fix. We don't.
You write your ratings down and do the player rate. I think we've disagreed once out of the last 5 games. I think that was the Sporting game, last game. Other than that, we've agreed. But yeah, it's all live. We talk backstage, obviously, but we don't really talk about the ratings or anything like that. We just talk about other stuff. So yeah, man, listen, big up to Arteta. Big up to the team. Big up to all the travelling away fans. Big up to everyone who's watching this. Big up to everyone who's online. And it is another game off the board. And Jesus is back. Trossard's looking amazing. Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard. We're looking great, mate. I can't lie. Yeah. 11 more games to go. We move on to Thursday against Lisbon, where we're going to take them to pieces and then beat Palace. Vieira's fully going to give us the win. We don't even care. It is what it is. But listen, I'll be back again tomorrow, 1 p.m. midday UK time with Saeed. Then I'm live straight after. And then we've got the podcast. We've got the podcast coming up as well. Then I'm on with Dan Potts and I'm on with Henry as well. We're out of here. Sub to Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More. Laters.
My podcast Wednesday night. Lovely.
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, mate. Go on, tell him. Tell him.
Podcast Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Lee, Kenny, and maybe another guest.
Dan is confirmed.
Oh, Dan's confirmed. Dan Potts, great guy. Love that guy. And look forward to that, guys. And on we go, and we bring it on. And it's all about the badge. Oh, where was it? There, that badge.
Up the Arsenal. Come on, people. Come on. That's how we're rolling. The title's coming home. It's coming home, baby. It's coming home.